This one's going to be on showmanship. And this first one's going to be about person's position as they do showmanship. In order to do that, you got to understand your horse a little bit. So what we're going to think about doing is we're going to divide this mare in half. So if we take her and draw a line right down through her middle, we now have a right half and a left half. If we come back to this point and we draw a line right here at her shoulder, we now have a front half and a back half. The thing with showmanship is you always want to be in the same half as your judge, but never the same quarter. So there's a couple different ways to stand. This is my daughter Mandy, she's helping me with this right now. And she remembers the old days when it used to show down here like this. Today the thing is to open up and show more like you're carrying a pizza box. And I tell kids today, as I tell them to carry my pizza box, if you drop on my pizza, you're in trouble. So you always got to think about standing up and being really proud. So as she stands up, the one thing I don't want to see, and you'll see a lot of young people do this today, they put their elbows into their sides. Once you put your elbow into your side, it actually shrinks your body down. And what you want to do is you want to stand up as tall and proud as you can be, because in showmanship, the judge has 60 to 90 seconds to look at you and make a decision. So in saying that, you've got to present yourself to the judge to where he sees you, he likes what he sees, and he's going to get it done. The thing about showmanship, one reason it was started, it was to prep people for showing halter horses. You always want to stay out of your judge's way as he looked at your horse. That's what showmanship is today. So basically at this point, showmanship today is, this is the prop, there's the showman. As we get started with this, Mandy's feet, as she stands on her left side of the horse, should be pointing toward this right front foot. And she wants to stand back far enough and keep the mare's head straight in front of her to where she can stand up. As I come up, at this point here, I'm behind this shoulder. I don't expect Mandy to move yet, but if we were going to show, I'd expect her to come to this side because I am behind this shoulder. One thing I want you to think about is, we're going to draw a line underneath this mare's nose, like here. And we're going to pretend that's a board. Once you set this horse up, you never go behind that board. The reason is, Mandy, can I get you to step back a couple steps? This is how you see a lot of people stop today in their showmanship. She's behind that, see, she's behind my line right here. As I start to walk around this mare, number one, she can't see me anymore, so she's lost contact with me. She doesn't know she has to look at my feet to see when I cross this line. The other thing is, for her to step across, it's a farther distance for her to come across. This is why I'm pretending there's a board here, right here, and if we make these steps, it's just 3 steps. So can you do me a favor and give me 3 steps? Boom, and she's right across. She's walking a straight line instead of walking an arc. It's quicker for her this way. We're going to run through this really quick and show you the position that the person should be in, but this is just kind of an idea. Look where she's at right there. She can see, since I'm in front of this mare's shoulder, she can now see me. If I step behind this mare's shoulder, she needs to move. So what we're going to think about doing is, I'm the judge today. She's brought this mare up, she sat her up in front of me, she stands up, she shows her horse. As I start to walk, she waits for me. Whenever you have a horse do this, like Rope did right here, and Rope is just getting started in showmanship, she hasn't done much of it, set your horse up. Don't let it stand there. If you let this horse move while the judge is going around, the horse will get in the habit of moving. You might blow a class or two, but in the long run, you're going to have a horse that's going to be there for you. So as I start around, Mandy's going to wait for me to get to this shoulder. She steps across. As this judge walks behind the horse, you never want to commit yourself to the judge commits himself. And what I'm saying by that is, as I start to walk across, she's going to wait till I get to the middle, step across. If you see with those 3 steps, it was really easy for her to step across. We're going to do it again. You ready? I get to the hip. We get there at the same time. I come across, same time. As I start to walk forward, I get to that shoulder, she comes across. She should not move back now until I cross that horse's face. She won't step across till I step across this mare's face. And it's very basic. It's easy to do. It sounds hard. With a little bit of practice, anyone can do this. But the whole thing is to stand up and look proud. You got, like I said, 60 to 90 seconds to show this horse off and let that judge know you have the best horse in the class.